what can you tease about your season 5 journey? What will we learn more about you? Will you sort of step out of your peacekeeper role, and will we find out more about Vanessa?
I mean, I think that what would you see? Well, I mean, I was sick for 5 weeks. Let's put it that way. Out of these 11 weeks of filming, I was sick for 5. I got COVID in August, and we started filming right in that moment. So obviously they couldn't wait for me, and I had a very strong COVID case. My case, it's still going. Actually, it's called long COVID, and I'm still dealing with it. Yeah, there's so many things that can get imbalance in your body, and unfortunately I'm one of those cases. So now thank God, I'm very lucky. I found the best doctors in the world right now. They're helping me they actually once they want to help me to go back to film, because I couldn't film. So I went to film one day after I recovered, and when I was speaking, I started feeling like I was like going to pass out, and I started feeling super dizzy. They had to send me an Uber to my house. Someone else driving my car. I was like, forget it, I can't. And I really tried to, every time that I was like awake, waking up, I was like, oh, today I'm better. And then boom, again, like dizzy and a lot of brain fog. And I was stuttering. Like it was really, I had a lot of brain inflammation.
Oh my goodness.
So I lost a lot of filming.
I'm so sorry that you're still dealing with that.
Oh, I know, but thank God I'm in the best hands right now with a doctor that specializes he specializes in hormones. That's one of the things that COVID can give you, is a big hormonal imbalance. So I have one, and I have other imbalances, like my vitamin D is super low, my calcium is super low, my lithium mineral is super low. So it's a lot that's going on right now, but I'm in very good hands, and I'm taking a lot of supplements right now to help my health to, and my immune system to boost again and be perfect. Like I feel normal. If you see me right now, I don't feel any lack of energy or anything, but I still have a lot of, levels to balance there because of COVID. So I lost those 5 weeks. I can tell you that you're going to see, the truth of someone that couldn't work as much. And of course, sometimes you need to put a little bit more of work onto things to make things happen. So that's something that I can, I was sick for too long, and you're going to see a little bit of struggle with Vanessa in work.
Oh, that makes me so sad, because I love seeing you on the show. But
I'm sure you're going to see me, but what I'm saying, yeah, you're going to see me. I hope, I don't know how much you're going to see me, because I don't know how much I was able to catch up. But definitely, but also you're going to see this side of me struggling with work, because if you don't have the time to do it, then you're struggling too, to make things happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm a positive person, and I'm like, it doesn't matter, I'm back. And I'm gonna be back better than ever, so it's fine.
How would you describe the reaction to your first season? Are you overwhelmed by the love? Is it a lot to take in?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I mean, it's not a lot to take in, to be honest. It is, but definitely I'm overwhelmed with love. It's crazy, the amount of beautiful messages I've received. I mean, it's just insane. I'm used to receive love from my audience when I'm doing soap operas, but normally I'm the villain. So it's kind of like a hate love.
Yeah.
Do you know when you watch these movies and you love the villain, but at the same time you hate him?
Right.
So that's normally the love that I used to have, and it's the love for a character. And this time it's a love for who I am.
How did you come into the Oppenheim group?
Oh, wow. So this is just a crazy, beautiful story, because I've always been a big manifestor, but this was insane. So I was one day after getting my license, working in another company, and I watched Selling Sunset probably 2 years before I did my license, because that was something that I didn't even honestly had in my head at that moment. But I remember I liked the show. I was like, oh, this is such a beautiful show and fun, and the girls are gorgeous and successful. It's kind of inspiring. And my sister tells me, 2 years before she died, or a year and a half, like, you should do real estate. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I have the time to do it. So maybe. So I just probably watch when I watch the show. And so I get my license after what happened to Jackie. And I'm in the sofa, and then I don't know why I felt like I was in Selling Sunset. So I called one of my best friends, and I'm like, she's my best friend. And I'm like, you're not going to believe it, but I felt like I was in Selling Sunset. This is funny. She was like, yeah, well, I was like, oh, anyways, we didn't put any attention. 2 days later, they contacted me to ask me to do an interview for them. I was like, you're not going to believe it. I had to call her. I was like, call me on FaceTime. I want to see your face when I tell you what I'm going to tell you. And she was like, what? And I was like, they just called me from Selling Sunset. Have an interview with them. What? I mean, wow. So yeah, that's how it happened. I mean, yeah, I think Jason and Brett followed my real estate career. They wanted to, have me in their group, and then everything came together, like everything. Yeah.
It almost seems like Jackie may have played a part in all of it.
Oh no, 100%. It gives me goosebumps. Like, if I tell you all the stories that I have from Jackie since, why I started in these, and like when I decided to start studying real estate again, why I did it. And then when I had my first listing appointment, what happened in my house. Like, I have so many stories that I can share with you. I don't know if you have time, but I will share them, if not today and another time. But it's just insane. I'm 100% sure and certain that when people, when people leave, they're still with you. And she's my angel. She 100% takes care of me and everything that's happening to me.
When you started filming Selling Sunset, did you expect to share that very vulnerable story about Jackie with the girls in the office?
Not the first day, to be honest. Not the first day. But I think it just happened. And I think I'm happy I did it. I'm happy that I can share with, a lot right now these days, that we're all experiencing loss. Someone that we met, someone that we are friends with, a family member, because of COVID. We have so many people that are grieving right now, that I feel that I shared my story in the right time, in the right place, where I can inspire people to use the pain and convert it in something positive.